How to take back control of your life. 30 before 30, lesson 24. The first thing that you have to realize is that there's a difference between the things that you can control and the things that you can't. A lot of stress and unhappiness is a result of trying to control things that we can't control and thinking we can't control things that we can. I spent most of my 20s just stressed and unhappy because I was just focused on totally the wrong things. And now that I'm almost 30, I just want to share the things that I did to regain control of my life that you can immediately implement in yours. Before we begin, a gentle reminder. If any of this seems too hard, don't push yourself. Just dial it back and ease into it. Remember, you are in control. The first thing that you can place into your control is your sleep schedule. Start by aiming for 7.5 hours a night. 8 if you can. And it doesn't matter when you go to bed or when you wake up, just start with that. And then once you get the hang of that, then you should try to go to bed at the same time every night and wake up at the same time every day. An example of a sleep schedule could be something like go to sleep at 11 p.m. and wake up at 7 a.m. This will provide structure to your life and give you the necessary healing for your body and your mind and re-energize you so that you can give your 100% every single day. The next thing I did was cook, because when I was growing up, I didn't have to learn how to cook. And so when I became an adult, I was eating out all of the time. And it really makes you feel out of control because you can't even feed yourself and it costs a lot of money. So I just started cooking an egg every day, and you'd be surprised at how much a difference it makes mentally, because all of a sudden you go from not being able to take care of yourself at all to being able to cook one meal that's healthy every single day. And it finally begins to feel like you can actually take care of yourself. You don't need to get into like meal prepping and all that stuff and advanced YouTube recipes. Just start with an egg. Keep it simple. The third thing that I did is I started to go on walks. Like, I found out during the pandemic that it's so easy to get like stuck inside all day and be on a screen for like 10 hours plus. Once I started going on walks, I realized how important it is to remember to go touch grass. Being out in the sun, breathing in the fresh air, moving your body, it's just key for your body and your mind. Plus the endorphins feel amazing. Just start by taking a 10-15 minute walk around your neighborhood and see how it makes you feel. And the fourth thing that I did was I reduced my unintentional screen time. I know what it feels like to just be doom scrolling your life away, and it just feels like you have no control at all. And I think by reducing your screen time, you can feel like you're more in control of your life. I don't think all screen time is bad. It's more the screen time that has no intention behind it that can be really harmful to you. With that said, I have a few tips that can help reduce screen time in general. 1. Use grayscale on your phone. 2. Download Opal to reduce screen usage. 3. Try to go to bed without using your phone. Once you reduce your screen time, I feel like the last step is to replace that time you spent consuming and being controlled by your phone with creating stuff instead. And that brings me to the last thing that I did, which is I started to create stuff. A big part of feeling in control of your life is knowing yourself. And when you create things, I think you learn a lot about yourself. When I was younger, I really didn't understand this because I never thought I was like an artist or I was a creative person, right? But last year I started journaling, and I realized that just by writing out my thoughts and my feelings and my learnings into something tangible, I'm able to understand myself so much better, and it makes me feel really in control of my life. So I think it's really important that you go and create something just for yourself, whether it's drawing, writing, dancing, cooking, whatever, and do it just for you. My recommendations are just a simple foundation of things that you can control that can help you center yourself through the ups and downs of life. I know that's a lot to take in, but just take it step by step. And throughout this process, I think you have to understand that you should try not to stress out about the things that you can't control and focus on the things that you can. You have to realize that you have total control of your emotions and reactions to external things. You cannot control what happens externally, but you can control how you feel and you react to it. Come back to your center and try to minimize the stress and reaction to only what is necessary, nothing more. Once you're able to do this a couple of times when you're faced with difficult things, you will be amazed at how much differently you feel about your life. Suddenly, you're not a victim anymore, and everything feels possible. But like always, no matter what, I'm proud of you for trying. and I'll talk to you tomorrow.